Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world, and welcome back to another video. Something a little different today. You may remember about 2 months ago I asked for people to put a number in the chat between 1 and 400, and today just so happens to be Mr. Evans, Brad Evans, and he chose number 69. Now 69 within my cookbook is a chorizo and spring onion hash, so I'm going to do my best to replicate it. Maybe add a little bit more, but we will see. So yeah, here we go. Number 1 of subscriber's choice. 4 ingredients or less, push to a 6 at the most. Let's get cooking. So folks, I've got some chopped diced potatoes, just into small bite sizes. I've got some lovely Spanish chorizo there. This is an edible casing, so I can just cut this directly. If not, sometimes you just have to cut the skin off and cut it that way. I'm going to use a red onion, which isn't part of the recipe, but I want to use it, add a little bit of colour, a little bit of flavour, and spring onions. So yeah, along with a little bit of salt and pepper, that is everything you need for this dish. So folks, now that we've prepped everything, I haven't put any oil in this time, and the reason for that is I'm going to cook the chorizo in their own oils. Just get a spoon, one of them, there you go, I'll get that, and then what we'll do is we're just going to cook this in their own oil just for about a minute or so, and then we're going to add the onions. Like I said, it should be nice, straightforward and simple, this recipe, not too much to it. So yeah, come back when I'm ready to add the onions. See you in a sec. So folks, now we're going to go in with the onions, and we're just going to stir that up, and all we want to do is similar to with every other recipe, we just want them to be softened, and yeah, hopefully they're going to take on all of that flavour. See you in a minute. So folks, all we're going to do now is just going to take this chorizo and the onions out of the pan. So folks, all we're going to do now is just going to take this chorizo and the onions out of the pan. So folks, all we're going to do now. So folks, now that the pan's been emptied, just going to go in with the potatoes. I'm just going to give that a nice mix. We're going to try and get as much of that colour and flavour onto these potatoes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on. I'm going to turn it down. It's currently on 9. I'm going to take it down to about 6. I'm just going to let it steam until them cubes of potatoes have softened, and then we'll add the chorizo, the onions, and then further spring onions to the mix when we come back. So I will see you in a second. So folks, these potatoes have now had long enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give these a quick stir, and then we're going to go in with the chorizo and the onion mix that we took out prior. Just go in there, just scrape out as much of that juice and flavour that I possibly can. And if we just give that a quick mix, and then we'll go in with our last ingredient. Now the last ingredient is scallions, because it wouldn't be a chorizo, potato and spring onion hash without the spring onion. So yeah, we're going to cook this through for maybe another 5 minutes, 6 minutes at the most, just let them flavours develop, and then we'll be ready to plate up and jobs are going. So see ya when it's ready to plate up. So folks, time to plate up. I've got to say the aromas are filling the kitchen. They smell terrific. So yeah, there's a lot of chorizo, a lot of potato, a lot of onion. That is my dinner this evening, and I'm just going to go in with some scallions. And that, folks, is that. Let's have a closer look. So folks, what do you think of that then? Doesn't that just look absolutely delicious? I think it does. The aroma, like I said, is filling the room. If you hear a lot of noises, Spain is currently playing France. They've just scored 2 and my mother's rooting for Spain. So if you hear that in the background, I apologise. She just told me to shut up. Unbelievable, Jeff. Anyway, let's go in for the review. First up, we're going to go for the chorizo. Oh. That Spanish chorizo is lovely. That paprika, they've got that finely balanced. Really crispy, full of oil, juice. The pork is nice, the pork is seasoned. But that paprika, yeah, that is nice. So, next up, let's go for the potatoes. As you can see, nice cooked, they picked up that oil, that colour and the flavour from the chorizo. Just a quick melt in the mouth. They really have picked up that flavouring, which is good. Let's go for, I'm just going for a little bit of red onion. Why not? Nice, crunchy, not too soft. Brings a different texture to the dish. That is delicious. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, adios.